Maharashtra, which is said to be the financial capital of the country, is witnessing a Bollywood to Bollywood climax in its politics. We saw how Eknath Shinde government was formed. The matter reached the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court said that, Uddhav Thackeray could not be reinstated as the Chief Minister and Eknath government would continue. Now again, a power play, or what we call in the Maharashtra politics, a Pawar play has happened. Ajit Pawar breaking away with the various lawmakers and joining the Eknath Shinde camp, breaking away from the Mahavikas Aghadi government. Now, what lies the legal route ahead, it is what I'm going to tell you today. Now, with the speaker actually having the ball in his court with the disqualification petitions being filed by the NCP saying that these lawmakers who've gone away with, in fact, Ajit Pawar have broken away from the party and must be disqualified. The ball is now in the court of the Maharashtra speaker. If at all the speaker does not decide in favor of the Sharad Pawar led faction or the Supriya Sule led faction, then the matter can reach either the Bombay High Court or the Supreme Court of India. Now, how can the matter actually reach there? One, that if at all the disqualification proceedings are not decided in the favor of Supriya Sule and the faction that she owns, she can move a petition before, in fact, the Supreme Court or the Bombay High Court. The other part is, if at all the Speaker puts these disqualification proceedings into abeyance, then also a move can be made to move the topmost court of the country or either the Bombay High Court. Now, another aspect to this matter is that the whole and sole criteria or the most important criteria still remains to be the number game. If at all Ajit Pawar is claiming that he has higher numbers in fact his faction has the higher numbers, he has more MLAs than the other faction, then the disqualification proceedings can come in his favor, or in fact the speaker's decision would actually be binding at one point of time until and unless it is challenged before, in fact, the court, either it's the Bombay High Court or the Supreme Court of India. Now, whether it is a violation of the judgment passed on May 11 by Justice Chandrachud and in fact the 4 more judges on the Constitution bench or not, that is a matter of time and could only be understood if the matter reaches the topmost court of the country. But definitely this has plugged in the legal circles, and in fact the legal teams are on an alert mode, with lawyers having constant meetings with the leaders and deciding the future course of action on the either sides. Now, but would it affect the government actually? No. The government won't have an effect, but the only effect that this would have on the government is that if at all the Ajit Pawar faction claims and wins over this disqualification and the legal battle, the government would get more strengthened. And as Eknath Shinde had been constantly saying, that the double engine Sarkar of the Bharatiya Janata Party would then get a third engine as well. So whether or not that happens, whether the matter reaches the topmost court of the country or the Bombay High Court, all these questions would be answered in the next few days when matters move ahead.